Bitcoin had a massive move up yesterday after the news came out that Grayscale won the lawsuit against the SEC. And make no mistakes, that doesn't mean that they have now an approval for an ETF. It just means that they won the lawsuit saying that denying the ETF to Grayscale was wrong, and that is now being reviewed. So we're still far off from getting a real Bitcoin ETF, but we are a step closer. We are going to look at the charts because one of our short trades got triggered, one that was given already quite a while ago here on the channel. I think last week it was. Where do we go from here, and can we go higher? I'm going to show you exactly which trades I'm looking at right now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. As I said yesterday, we had this massive pump to the upside, and actually that was a very interesting one, because if we are going to look at what happened right there at that moment, then we're looking here also at the Bitcoin chart. This is the 5 minute, and this massive candle here to the upside, that was the first initial move, and then you see also this fat red candle, and this is a complete short liquidation. In other words, if someone has a short position and he wants to close that position, he needs to buy back, and therefore you have a lot of buybacks here to the top, and the open interest, that is what you're seeing here at the bottom, that is then going down because the positions are closing. Very interesting though that after that fat candle you suddenly saw a lot of new positions opening, because you see here that the open interest is rising again. So the drop down was from approximately 458 million all the way to 446, or actually the bottom was all the way here at 440, and then right away kind of that buyback. So that was very interesting to see that the rest of the move was sustained by new positions opening, and that is actually what you want to see once we are going higher. And we went a little bit higher, and the interesting what I at least found is that later on also here you can see we had a massive wick to the downside. So again, a lot of positions closing, but look at the price. Almost nothing is happening when this candle was created at the bottom. So how is that possible? What is going on? Well, that means that there is a big player absorbing that they use liquidation. So someone then needs to liquidate his short position, and someone else is then buying, and therefore you do not see a massive move in price like we saw in the beginning. And now we're just ranging a little bit and going slowly down. Okay, back to the chart. What I'm looking at right now. Well, as you might remember, we have talked about this big CME gap that was created once we had this massive drop here to the left on the downside, and that was because the CME had a downtime. They had maintenance for an hour, and exactly at that time there was a drop, so therefore we created this big gap. I said the first short trade that I will take is this CME gap, and you see also this thick yellow line. That was also the local top here from a candle set. That will be very perfect. You can take the short if you have your confirmations. Hear me out. If you have your confirmations, and we did not have any confirmation, we just blasted through the CME gap. So this short trade, we can take it off. The CME gap is filled. The next one, and I said this is possibly a swing short, is a short from this thick red line, which is the macro point of control, and point of control is the most traded volume. Very significant, and you can see that we hit that perfectly, and now we are slowly going down. But to be honest, since we are holding up here pretty well, I think we can go higher. I also did not short this this trading idea right here, because at that time I did not see something that I liked. There was not really exhaustion from the bulls. We just slowly grinded lower. I was like, well, maybe this can be one of those zigzag moves where you do something like this and then you go higher again and higher again and higher again. I just don't want to get caught up by trying to jump in front of a short squeeze. So yes, if you have this position, congratulations, make sure you take some profit. I personally expect that we can go higher. What I'm looking out for right now, this thick yellow candle, I am going to move it to this significant top right here. This long trade is still valid, and that is a big wick that we created in that range. So this high right here is 26,800. If I'm then going here to the chart, is seeing that we had a very high from this range, point of control very low. If I'm pulling then a fib retracement from this high to these lows right here, you can see that the golden pocket is very nicely lining up just with this wick high. So it would be a very nice trade actually if we would go lower, a wick underneath into the golden pocket, reclaiming that thick yellow line. This is your entry right here. So right now 26,800, the golden pocket of course just underneath. That is then 26,800 to let's say 26,700. You want to see some strength, so a quick reclaim of that level, that would be very nice. Definitely would take the trade. Question is, do we even get that low? Because let's be honest, this is a very nice textbook setup. I am actually looking out for two other trades right now. One could be to take out, the lows that we are creating right now. And I just zoomed in here on the 15 minute. So then I'm really looking out for taking out these lows right here and maybe the low that are created here. So once go lower, S&P, all of it, and then go higher. That would be my first long setup, and of course your stop loss is then underneath the wick. The second one would be to go lower, hit the 0.5 of the fib retracement and then go higher, because everyone and their mother is maybe waiting for that major wick that we created. So therefore right away support and resistance and that golden pocket, and maybe a lot of people are looking at it. Would be nice to front run them to 27,000 and then to go higher. That will be my two preferred setup. So again, the first one is to take out these lows, wick it, go higher. Oh, that was a little bit ugly. Wick and go higher. The second one is to the 0.5, then go higher. And the third one, textbook, not preferred, is to the golden pocket and that wick. For the shorts, I think that we can take out this high right here that we created yesterday, 28,140. If we are going much higher, and I'm going to zoom out real quick, well, then I'm actually looking out for, and this is a little bit of a more technical level, is our these high right here. So these 1 hour highs that were created, 28,700. The only problem that we have is that if we are going higher and we're getting this massive short squeeze, is that above this level there is not so much resistance. Remember already for a few weeks where I said, oh my god, we have created so many of these highs so close to each other. This can be a major short squeeze to the upside. So if we squeeze to this level, 28,700, I think it is very likely that we can squeeze all the way up here to 30,500-ish. If that happens, buckle up, because that is still a more than 10% move from where we are right now. This move to the upside also happened in matter of minutes. I was behind the charts and I had no idea that the news came out, and I just looked at a massive wick that was created in matter of minutes. So we can reach that level, so just be careful. If we are going higher, and let's say we are taking out here this level 28,700, then I want to see at least some exhaustion in the chart, so that it is pretty hard to create new higher highs, and then eventually you see price rolling over. Then we are also creating a very nice bearish divergence on the price. We're now again on the 1 hour. That will definitely be for me a short trigger. If you want to long, or you want to go higher, if we're just looking at the 4 hour, I have to say it kind of looks good. Look at the money flow, nicely curving up, momentum waves going higher. Yes, we have a red dot right now, so we need to consolidate a little bit, but so far it still looks good. Also the RSIs are melting together, so if nothing crazy happens, then actually I think we have another move to the upside. And the reason also for is what I already said earlier, is that we are kind of just now laying around at this level. We do not have that fast retracement. I was a little bit afraid of a very fast retracement, therefore I was very careful with opening up a position, because with these news events, please never trade them. You can go up, you can go down in matter of minutes. So if you long somewhere here or here, within a matter of minutes you are stopped out, liquidated, and you lost maybe more than you wanted. But the fact that we can now hold this right now already for, what is it, 12, 14, 16 hours, that makes me believe there are enough buyers in the market to hold out the price. And maybe we go a little bit lower, that's fine, but at least we did not die out right away here to the beginning at the 25,000-ish. So holding this up right now, maybe go a little bit lower, those are the preferred scenarios. Other than that, actually for today, I am looking for longs. For every strong retracement that I see and reaction of the market, I am trying to long, and let's see how long we can hold it. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then we'll see where price eventually ends up and if we can short it back down again. That will be it for now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. Without further ado, see you next time. Bye bye.